year. They were disappointed last night when North Dakota and Trayson Eaglestaff's 51 upset the Jackrabbits. Be curious to see who they cheer for. It is quite the rivalry in this state. But do they have more angst towards Omaha or more angst towards South Dakota? But anyhow, it will feel like a road game in the conference semifinals. So it's important for Omaha to get off to a quick start. It is also important for Omaha to get a couple of guys going offensively. Tony Osborne only had 1 point, and that was at the free throw line on Thursday night's 9-point win over Kansas City. And find a way to get Cam Thomas unlocked. The last 4 games, Cam has only scored 4 points. When he gets on a heater and he has open looks from beyond the arc, he is deadly. But Omaha has to find a way to get him going and early in this game tonight. I don't think there's any worries about Markel Sutton and J.J. White, who both have played exceptionally well. Again, Markel Sutton in 2 games against South Dakota, 65 points and 24 rebounds. J.J. White has gone for 44 points and
accepted that role as our point guard, and man, he was lights out in the second half.
Omaha tonight, obviously, this is a very good team. Your team is split with them so far this year. If you look at the 2 scores, it's the race to 90. Whoever scores 90 points wins the matchup. Obviously, a very talented team with Markel Sutton, the player of the year. What do you look for in tonight's matchup?
Yeah, we have to have a better start. I thought at their place, it was actually our 4th game in a row without a day off, and I was really worried about our legs and our mentality wasn't very good. We have to have a better start. Last night in the first half, we did a lot of uncharacteristic things on defense and just weren't there. And honestly, it was a lot of guys that have never played there before. If you look at who played well overall, other than Chase in the second half, it was the 5 guys that returned, right? So now we hopefully get some of that out of us and we have a better start. We have to rebound. They really hurt us on the glass. We fouled too much at their place. I think they shot over 30 free throws, and usually that's us shooting those free throws. And we got to do a good job on number 10. I mean, he's had, I think, 28 and 36 on us, right, in 2 games. So we got to neutralize him a little bit. We'll have a little bit better game plan for him, with some double team stuff. But we have to play fast. We have to speed these guys up, and we got to be really, really aggressive from the start.
One of the challenges, too much attention to Sutton or getting, covered up to him too quickly, leave some of the other guys open. And, guys like Lance Waddles, J.J. White, some of these other guys, they can really shoot it.
Yeah, we have to have urgency. So if we do double the post, it's moving on airtime. We can't move when the guy catches the ball. Like, as soon as he passes it, we got to get back out. And that's the aggressive mentality, right? If we go double, we got to be aggressive getting out of that double too. And you shouldn't see it all night. It's going to be on and off. We're going to try to keep him guessing a little bit. But they have good players. Their big kid's really good. Played well against UMKC, and he was plus 16. He was best on the team when we played at their place and lost. Waddles has been really good for them. J.J. White's an all-league player. You go right down the line. Tony Osborne can really, really shoot it. They have good players, and they're well connected, and they play hard.
Yeah, no doubt. We have good players too, and I know our guys are very confident going into this matchup. Having beat this team once this year, at the end of the day, what's it take? How do we get this thing to the championship?
Yeah, I think just we got to come out of the gate, and people talk about you need to play for 40 minutes, and that's not the focus for us. The first 5 minutes is the focus for us, and I put that on the board last night. Then it's the next 5. Then it's the next 5. But if we don't play well in the first 5 against this team, it's going to be really, really hard. Against NDSU, they were down some guys, and we kind of got lucky that they didn't really extend the lead in the first half because we were very, very poor. But the start is the biggest thing, and then we have to be the toughest team. We can't get outworked. We got to be tougher than them, and that's on the glass. That's on the defensive end. That's pushing the ball in transition. And they're very connected. We have to play connected tonight as well.
That's the conference tournament semifinals. Coach, go have some fun. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Go Yotes.
That's Eric Peterson, the head coach of the Coyotes. That conversation brought to you by Bud Light. Coming up next, we'll check the starting lineups and we'll get the opening tip-off, the semifinal matchup, South Dakota and Omaha. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and a slip and slide. They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Clement Law Investment Services Group provide wealth planning solutions for organizations and individuals to help achieve their values and goals. University of South Dakota grad James Clement continuously provides high-quality, value-added services for all clients. James and his team strengthen client relationships through mutual trust, teamwork, and education. If you want to discuss your portfolio or have financial questions, reach out to James Clement at 605-737-5923 today.
RBC Wealth Management, division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC. Registered investment advisor and member NYSE, FIRNA, SIPC.
Are you looking for a great place to eat when you're in Vermilion? Then look no further than the Hartford Steak Company Tavern. Hartford Steak Company Tavern, Vermilion, features an awesome prime rib dinner, including lettuce wedge, baked potato, au jus, and a thick slice of French bread, starting at only $18.95 every Friday and Saturday night. And don't miss out on the filet mignon and famous steak tip dinners, available Monday through Thursday evenings as well. Whatever you choose at Hartford Steak Company Tavern, you'll receive an excellent meal and a great value. Hartford Steak Company Tavern, 7 Court Street, downtown Vermilion.
Even if it's been years since you graduated, your college team is your team for life. Well, you can have a Farm Bureau agent for life, and auto, and home and business insurance. Imagine that. One insurance agent for everything. It's that simple. So get a Farm Bureau agent for life.
In Yankton, call Dan Kohlberg at 605-689-3011. In Vermilion, call John Cole at 605-624-3011.
Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Everyone loves a one-hit wonder, unless it's for your pickup truck. If you find yourself stuck in the one-hit wonder club, get out with Collision Repair Perfection. Blaine's Body Shop will get your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. Don't be stuck with a one-hit wonder with help from
Blaine's Body Shop, Blaine's Body Shop, Automotive Collision Repair.
Whether you're building a backyard fence for your family's new best friend or firing up the excavator for your next commercial project, a free and simple call can save you from expensive fines and even save your life. Call 811 at least 2 days before you start your next project to have underground utility lines located and marked. At MidAmerican Energy, your safety is our #1 priority. So, make it your priority to call 811 before you dig. Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
On the Coyote Sports Network, from Learfield, Coyote basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Pepsi Cola is the official soft drink of the University of South Dakota. Be sure to pick up some Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Starry to cheer on the Yotes. Also by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine team of Coyote Athletics. Here for all, here for good. Learn more at sanfordhealth.org. The tip is moments away. Now to courtside. Once again, here's John Thayer.
Closing in on the opening tip-off tonight, it is South Dakota and Omaha. A spot in the Summit League Championship is on the line. The winner tonight will advance to tomorrow's championship to play either North Dakota or St. Thomas. Those two will play the late game coming up later on tonight, and we're getting later and later as we go on. The game tonight is on CBS Sports Network. They have a 5-minute slide. It was slid back those 5 minutes, so we will tip off here at 7:15. So we're about 9 minutes away from the opening tip-off here tonight between South Dakota and Omaha. So lots of time to entertain you here over the next 10 minutes or so. But before we do all of that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification from Learfield. This is the Coyote Sports Network.
Burgers, wings, cold beer, and more at the Old Lumber Company Vermilion, sponsoring this Coyotes Athletics broadcast on KVHT Vermilion Yankton.
South Dakota and Omaha tonight. Again, these two teams split during the regular season, and two very entertaining, exciting matchups between South Dakota and Omaha in the year. The Mavericks have led both of them by double digits. The Coyotes, team, though, showed last night. I mean, we've seen it all season long, but this is a team that does not quit. They might be down and nearly out, but it never seems like this team gives up. They don't quit. They keep battling back. That's what happened last night. The Coyotes trailed by 11 late in that game. Had some plays not go their way, and then all of a sudden, South Dakota was able to find a way to close some of the gap and just turn some of the momentum in their favor, and that was a big part of it last night for the Yotes, and obviously a momentum builder. So last night, many people would look at that game and say, Coyotes came out, and it was kind of a dud at the start of the game, but all that matters, you find a way to win in March, and that's the important thing. So South Dakota right now feeling good about where it's at, and the Coyotes now have an opportunity to put itself in a position to go to the Summit League Tournament Championship for just the second time in program history. And obviously that's the goal, right? You want to get to the Conference Tournament Championship game. If you do that, you give yourself an opportunity to maybe go to the NCAA tournament. That's everybody's goal, is to go to that NCAA tournament. And then, of course, those teams that do make it, you wait till March 16th. It'll be Selection Sunday, and then we'll know where and who South Dakota will play for potential postseason. So we'll see what happens here tonight, but obviously South Dakota and Omaha have to get it done here first. Now let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They are brought to you by Pepsi. Grab some Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Starry to cheer on the Yotes. And tonight the Omaha Mavericks are going to roll with J.J. White. He's a very good player, averages 13 points a game. He shoots the ball 44% from the three-point line. He scored 18 and 22 this season against South Dakota. Another starter for the Mavericks is Tony Osborne. He is a 38% three-point shooter. Very good. He can get it done. The Coyotes are going to have to mark him from around the perimeter and make sure he doesn't get hot. The Summit League Player of the Year, Markel Sutton, obviously will start for Coach Chris Crutchfield and the Omaha Mavericks. Markel Sutton, a player who's had 29 and 36 against the Yotes. His two highest scoring games of the season have come against South Dakota. He averages 19 points and nearly eight rebounds a game. He makes 48% of his shots. He takes a lot of high percentage shots on the inside, so he'll be a starter for the Mavericks. Cameron Thomas will get the start today, averages about 7 points, 4 rebounds per game, and they'll also send out Isaac Ondekane. He is a big, big beast on the inside, averages 5 points, 3 rebounds a game, 57% for the field. When you're a big dude like him, you just take very, very high percentage shots on the inside. So Omaha's going to throw at South Dakota a very, very size, physical built lineup. Guys with Ondekane, Thomas, Sutton. They're very long. They're very athletic. They're very good players. And they're going to be the lineup South Dakota has to face. So those are the starters for Coach Chris Crutchfield and the Omaha Mavericks. Again, J.J. White, Tony Osborne, Markel Sutton, Cameron Thomas, and Isaac Ondekane. For South Dakota today, they'll go with Max Burchill. Max was on our podcast this week. He said, look, I'm not going to light up the scoreboard every single night, but I'm always doing whatever I can to get on the floor and make an impact. He's averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds a game, but Max always a threat. He can shoot it just about any time he gets an opportunity. He will shoot. He takes very good shots, smart shots, so we'll see if he can be a factor here today for South Dakota. Another starter for the Yotes, obviously, is Chase Forte, the Defensive Player of the Year in the Summit League. He may be the Defensive Player of the Year with 59 steals on the season, but Chase Forte can get after it. He will find a way to get the offense going. He attacks it once he gets going downhill and down one side of the lane. He's a difficult player to guard, and so he can create a lot of opportunities. Dre Bullock, another starter. He's hoping to bounce back today. He didn't have a great offensive game yesterday, just 1 for 10 from the field, but he averages 12 points, nearly 4 rebounds per game on the season. He dropped 31 against the Mavericks in Vermillion, 19 against Omaha in Omaha, Nebraska. Isaac Bruns will start today. The sophomore got 21 points, 10 rebounds. His first career double-double was yesterday in that quarterfinal game, helping the Yotes to the victory. Made some critical plays for South Dakota in that game, and so we'll see if he can have another solid game like that today, Isaac Bruns. Mayum Bohm will get the start as well. They'll go with size presence on the inside. 4 points, 2 rebounds a game for Mayum Bohm. He shoots at a very high percentage, 66%. He really doesn't take a shot outside of 4 feet. So Mayum Bohm going to back his way in, try to get position, and try to make some of those baby hook shots, right hand, left hand, whichever it is. He'll always have an opportunity to make some of those short baby hook shots. That's just kind of how he likes to play and where he's most comfortable playing. So again, the starters for Eric Peterson in South Dakota, it's Max Burchill, Chase Forte, Dre Bullock, Isaac Bruns, and Mayum Bohm. Time now for the Health Report. It's brought to you by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is the official sports medicine team of Coyote Athletics. Here for all, here for good. Learn more at sanfordhealth.org. Everybody who is expected to be dressed tonight for South Dakota is dressed and available obviously the two injuries we've talked about most of the year, season-ending injuries to Jake Brack and Cameron Fens. Good news for Cameron Fens. He's no longer on the scooter. He's up on crutches and kind of moving around a little bit and putting a little bit of weight on that right foot. He had that surgery earlier this year, so he's recovering from that, and we'll be excited to have him healthy. We've talked about most of the year, season-ending injuries to Jake Brack and Cameron Fens. Good news for Cameron Fens. He's no longer on the scooter. He's up on crutches and kind of moving around a little bit and putting a little bit of weight on that right foot. He had that surgery earlier this year, so he's recovering from that, and we'll be excited to have him healthy for next season. And Jake Brack, he has his arm in a sling, obviously had surgery this year, season-ending arm injury, and he's trying to recover from that as well. So we'll see how that plays out for him. And those two guys still be welcome back to this lineup next season for head coach Eric Peterson. Coach Peterson in his third season. The last time the Coyotes made it to the championship game, he was on the bench for the Coyotes as an assistant coach, trying to lead the Coyotes back to the championship game as the head coach of the program. See if the Coyotes can get it done here tonight. Coyotes are going to roll with the black uniforms. They're the away team here. They get that option, so they will be the black uniforms today. Red numbers and letters trimmed out in white. And for the Omaha Mavericks today, the Mavericks will go with white uniforms. Their numbers and letters are black. It has been a special season for Omaha. The Mavericks, for the first time in program history, won a regular season title in the Summit League. They have built some momentum, and they feel like they can take this another step forward and get themselves to that NCAA tournament. When they do bracketologies, projections, things like that, they always take the top team in mid-majors and just put them into a spot. And Omaha, should it win right now, projected to go to Wichita, Kansas, and play against one of the number one seeds, Houston. Obviously, the Coyotes, North Dakota, somebody wants to have something to say about that and not allow the Mavericks to get there. North Dakota and St. Thomas will play coming up later on tonight here in this building. South Dakota and Omaha will get us started here in the semifinals. They are going through the starting lineups right now for the Omaha Mavericks. And then we'll get this thing tipped off here inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center. It should be a really, really good basketball game and a fun night here in semifinal Saturday. Our opening tip-off tonight will be brought to you by First Interstate Bank. It supports all student-athletes participating in today's game. Play hard, have fun. First Interstate Bank, built for you. You can also check out the Interstate Series score tracker at GoYotes.com, located under the Fan tab. Coyote women's basketball season came to an end in the quarterfinal round of the Summit League tournament, so their season has come to an end. Lots of seasons in Coyote athletics underway. Softball is on the road again. They're out in South Carolina. They'll play out there for a week, basically. They lost earlier today to Coastal Carolina 1-0 in 8 innings. What a thriller in that loss for the Yotes. They'll try to salvage Game 3 of the series tomorrow against the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers in Conway, South Carolina. It is neighboring Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So we'll see how that plays out. Of course, our men's basketball team played out at Coastal Carolina earlier, a couple of years ago. Played the Chanticleers a couple of times in the same season and went out to Coastal Carolina, had the opportunity to play against them. Just about to get this thing underway. J.J. White, Tony Osborne, Markel Sutton, Cameron Thomas, Isaac Ondakane, the starters for Omaha. For South Dakota, it's Max Burchill, Chase Forte, Trey Bullock, Isaac Bruns, and Mayum Bohm. Coyotes are on the floor awaiting the Omaha Mavericks. They're making their way out there right now. Do you have a sheet with a picture on it? Do you have a sheet with a picture on it? No, I'm trying to get a Mayum Bohm, Markel Sutton will tip it off. We're set to get this thing underway. Big thanks to Randy Hammer back in the studio, making it possible here tonight on a Saturday for us. Summit League Saturday from the Denny. The ball is in the air, and the opening tip controlled by Omaha. Markel Sutton tapped it back. And here come the Mavericks. They'll start to the basket to our right side. Semifinals went around to the championship. Tony Osborne, left wing, cross-court pass near side. Caught out of the air by Thomas. Drives him baseline. Gets it into Ondakane. Slices through the defense, sent up and scores. And Isaac Ondakane has the first points of the ball game for the Mavericks. Omaha strikes first offensive possession for South Dakota. Isaac Bruns left wing, bounce pass up between the rings to Chase Forte. Moves right around the screen. A boom, now back to the left. Found a lane, drives in, contact, and a foul called. And the first foul will go against Omaha. I think this is on Cameron Thomas, and it is. So Cameron Thomas picks up the first foul of this basketball game. Chase Forte found a lane. It closed down quickly, but contact was made in a foul. And Chase Forte will go to the free throw line. Chance to shoot two. Try to tie us up here early on. 19:23 to go in half number one. Chase Forte, free throw number one, right down the sock for Chase Forte. Forte comes in as a 65% free throw shooter. Second free throw for Forte. This to tie the game early. It is on the way and bouncing around off the right side of the rim. Misfired it. Did Forte. 2-1 Omaha with the lead. J.J. White pressured by Forte in the backcourt. White trying to spin free, get across the timeline, just did before the 10-second call. Tony Osborne left wing. Cross-court pass to Ondekane. Flips it out to J.J. White. Double-team help was there. White goes down corner right. Cross-court pass to Sutton. Thought about the three. Didn't pull the trigger. Hands it off to Thomas. 6 to shoot for the Mavericks. Down to 5. Tony Osborne rises. Contested three ball. Got it. Isaac Bruns was right in his face, and Tony Osborne ripped the triple. And just like that, it is 5-1 Omaha. Mavericks in front. Coyotes with the basketball. Looking for their first field goal of the game. Dre Bullock on the right wing. Stops, pops the three. Back of the rim, no. Rebound, J.J. White. Omaha with the basketball. Here come the Mavericks. J.J. White sprinting up the left side. Works it over to Markel Sutton. Baseline drive guarded by Max Burchill. Double team is there. Throws the ball up into the air and hits the rim and scores for Markel Sutton, the Summit League Player of the Year. And Omaha on fire early. They've not missed yet. They are 7-1 lead, a 6-point lead. Isaac Bruns will rock the three. Front of the rim, no. Tony Osborne, the long rebound, races ahead and then slows it down. Mavericks have the basketball. J.J. White at the midcourt logo. Over to the right side to Cameron Thomas. Holds the ball off his right hip. Coyotes down 6 here early on, 7-1. J.J. White pushes off the left side. Works it back up top to Osborne. Spins the ball to Thomas on the right. Cameron Thomas inside. Contact and a foul shot, no good. Cameron Thomas will go to the free throw line. And he'll shoot two. Summit League Tournament action on the Coyote Sports Network, brought to us by Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC. 17:56 to play in the first half. 7-1. Omaha with the lead. Cam Thomas at the line. 78% free throw shooter, and he makes free throw number one, the fourth Maverick to score here in the ballgame. Caleb Stewart is in. Paul Bruns is in. Trey Bullock will exit for the Oats. And who else came out for South Dakota? Somebody else. Oh, there. Yeah, Coyotes made a couple of substitutions. Here's Chase Forte into the front court. Works over to the left side. Forte stops. He'll fire the three ball. Got it. Three-pointer. Chase Forte. So Forte drops in the triple, and he's got the first field goal of the game for South Dakota. 17:35 to play in the first half. It's 8-4. Omaha with the lead. J.J. White to the left side. Hedge help defense is there. Top of the point to Thomas. Right side Osborne. Shot fake. Drives in the lane. Jumper floats it up and scores. 6 feet away, Tony Osborne. He's got 5 points, and the Mavericks lead it 10-4. So a 6-point lead for Omaha. Three ball on the way. That one left short. South Dakota misses again. Omaha the rebound. Markel Sutton works up the left side. He'll go to work on Burchill. Spin, shot fake. Now puts it up off the window and scores. Coyotes right now don't have an answer defensively for the Mavericks. Sutton has 4, and the Mavericks lead it 12-4. Chase Forte moves left. Forte trying to go down to the corner. Cut out there. Works it back up to Max Burchill. Spins the ball over to the right. Here's Stewart inside. Floats one off the window. Rims off. No. Rebound pulled down by Markel Sutton. Maverick basketball, 16:37 to play in the half. J.J. White between the circles, fires to Sutton on the left side. He'll stop, pops the three, back of the rim, no. Rebound pulled down by Mayu Boom. Outlets quickly to Chase Forte. South Dakota will move ahead, down 12-4. Chase Forte right wing. Holds the ball out in front, down by his knees, drives in, contact, floats it up, no. Foul called on Omaha. But it was before the shot, and that is on Markel Sutton, his first. 16-16 to go first half. Omaha leads 12-4 over South Dakota. Coyotes will send in Ashton Smith, Trey Bullock, and Shea Eberwine. Chase Forte, Max Burchill, and Mayum Boom will get a break. Low start for the Coyotes offensively. See if they can get this thing flipped around. Right now, the Yotes 1 of 5 from the field. Mavericks are 5 of 6. Shea Eberwine with the basketball out to Trey Bullock. Bullock moves over to the right side, right of the lane, kicks it out to Eberwine in front of the Omaha bench. Baseline drive for Eberwine, trying to work inside the lane, banging bodies with Osborne. Shot fake, ball stripped out of his hands, it's loose. Omaha has the basketball. Josh Strite is into the game for the Mavericks. He picked up that loose basketball for the Mavericks. Here comes Omaha, J.J. White with the ball. He'll drive in right of the lane, up with the right hand, flips it off of the window and scores. J.J. White first points of the ball game, and the Mavericks lead by 10 early, 14-4. Trey Bullock on the left wing. Bullock trying to go baseline left. Leaps into the air, cross court. Eberwine up to Stewart. Fires the three. Around and out, no. Josh Strite the rebound. Mavericks will move up the floor. Omaha with a 10-point lead. 15.5 minutes to go. Half number one. Josh Strite. Backdoor pass to J.J. White. Had to race it down off balance. Able to get it back to Strite. Now to J.J. White on the left side. Feeds in to Josh Strite. Reverse lay-in. Good for two. Josh Strite up and under and scores. Coach Peterson asked for a timeout. He's fired up, telling his guys to wake up. The Mavericks are on fire early, and South Dakota is down 12, 16-4. They trail the Mavericks in the semifinals of the Summit League Conference Tournament. The winners on to tomorrow's championship. Coyotes down early, 16-4 to the Omaha Mavericks. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Even if it's been years since you graduated, your college team is your team for life. Well, you can have a Farm Bureau agent for life, and auto, and home, and business insurance. Imagine that. One insurance agent for everything. It's that simple. So get a Farm Bureau agent for life.
In Yankton, call Dan Kohlberg at 605-689-3011. In Vermillion, call John Cole at 605-624-3011.
Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. And you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
South Dakota has made just one of its first 6 from the field. The Coyotes are 1 for 5 from the three-point line. Omaha's made 7 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 at the three-point line. And right now the Mavericks dominating this game. They're out to a 16-4 start against South Dakota. The Mavericks are up 6-2 in the rebound category as well. So right now Omaha is doing everything that it wants to. Coyotes got to get some momentum on their side. Coach Peterson has talked about this a number of times this year. This team, oftentimes when they've struggled in games, they get off to a very sleepy start, slow start, and you wondered how this team would react after playing yesterday. Omaha, of course, had yesterday off, but right now the Coyotes off to a slow start here. They've just got to get something to energize them, and right now the Coyotes haven't been able to find much for the shots they're looking for, but nonetheless, they've had opportunities. Just 1 for 5 from the three-point line. That means the Coyotes right now are 0 for 1 inside the perimeter. So the Coyotes just not getting anything on the inside opportunities, and some of that has to do with the length of the Mavericks. They are a very long team, and that's how you win at this level, man. You get a bunch of long guys. It really helps out. South Dakota will come out of the timeout. Paul Bruns, Isaac Bruns, Ashton Smith, Trey Bullock, and Chase Forte. For the Mavericks, Markel Sutton, Jayshon Glover, Lance Waddles, Tony Osborne is in, and Josh Strite is into the game as well. So South Dakota with the basketball out of their timeout. Coyotes will work to the basket to our left side. Trey Bullock steps back, fires the three. Contested, got it. Three-pointer, Trey Bullock out of the timeout. South Dakota's second made 3 of the ball game. And the Coyotes, just like that, have a big shot they needed, down 16-7. Waddles up to Markel Sutton, back to Lance Waddles, who backs away to reset the offense. Omaha working to the basket to our right side. Tony Osborne, left wing. Cross court. Waddles, shot fake, drives in, free throw line, kicks it back out. Osborne contested late three, got it. Tony Osborne hits the triple. The closeout defense was late from Trey Bullock, and the three-pointer good. And the Mavericks have an answer. They lead 19-7. Chase Forte, corner right, Paul Bruns. He'll launch the triple. Back of the rim, it'll bounce no. Rebound pulled down by Markel Sutton. Omaha basketball. Up to Lance Waddles. Coyotes backcourt pressure on the defense. They'll back away, and Waddles is into the front court to set the Omaha offense. 14-15 to play. Half number one. Corner right, Osborne. Drives left. Falling down. Pushes it out to Glover. Top of the point. He'll drive right of the lane. Kicks it out, Osborne. Another three try. Front of the rim. No. Rebound is going to be a foul on Chase Forte. Forte's going to be called for the foul. He was pushing Markel Sutton out of the way, creating some space to get the rebound. And the foul called on Forte. So Forte with the first foul of the game for him. Each team's been whistled for 2 fouls. Ashton Smith is out. Mayum Boom is in. 14:05 to go. Half number one. 19-7. Omaha with a 12-point lead. Pass into Waddles on the right wing. Moves over to his left. Waddles steps back. Reaches in. Bounce pass to Stripe. Back out. Waddles fires the three. Off of the mark. Missed everything. Caught out of the air by Chase Forte, who's working up the right boundary. Forte spins. Ball poked away by J.J. White. Up ahead to Sutton. Had to slow down to reel it in. Sutton will back his way in. Fumbled the basketball. Has it around the perimeter. Now to strike. Corner right, Waddles. Shot fake. Baseline drive for Waddles. Works back out. Top of the point. Here's Sutton for three. Banks off strong. Rebounds South Dakota, and the Coyotes dodge one there after the turnover. Isaac Bruns, the rebound for South Dakota, had 10 boards yesterday for the Oats. 13:25 to play, half number one. South Dakota trailing by 12, 19-7, and a foul called on Josh Strite of Omaha. He was, the bounce pass came into Mayum Boom, and Strite tried to reach around, got all contact. And Josh Strite picks up the foul. It's 19-7, Omaha by 12. 13:22 to play, half number one. Here's Mayum Boom. Boom will work in, baseline left, trying to back down Strite. Double team. Boom makes his move, kicks it out. Here's a three open for Isaac Bruns, misfired. Bodies hit the deck, ball saved. It goes to Josh Strite. Coyotes trying to tie it up. Strite works it out to Glover. Here come the Mavericks in a hurry. Glover all the way in, contested lay-in, too strong, no. Tip in, try for Strite, wouldn't go. Yotes are on the move. Right sideline. Here's Chase Forte. On the wing, stops, faked a bounce pass in, works it back up between the circles. Max Burchill back over to the right side to Forte. Forte, crossover dribble, trying to work inside. Big spin move, bounced off the defender, throws it off of the window and scores. And Chase Forte has 6 of the points for South Dakota, and the Coyotes are within 10, 19-9. 12:34 to play, half number one, Omaha with basketball. Mavericks pushing up left to right. Pass goes over to the near side. There's J.J. White across the midcourt logo. 12:23 to go, first half. 19-9. White fires the straightaway three, around and out rebound. Mayum Boom, South Dakota basketball. Yotes trying to get this to a single-digit deficit. Here's Forte left wing, guarded by Waddles. Forte asking for a screen. Instead, bounces it into Boom. Boom trying to back down Strite. Ducks into it. Up with a shot, stripped away. Boom wanted a foul, not called. Loose ball to Waddles. Omaha has it. Strite, top of the point to Lance Waddles. Between the rings, back over to the left side to Sutton. 11:53 to play in the half. Ball stripped out of the hands of Sutton by Trey Bullock, and a foul called on Trey with 11:52 to play in the half. Omaha out to the hot start here. They lead by 10 here at the timeout. 19-9, Mavericks in front in this semifinal matchup of the Summit League Tournament. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermilion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to be a hometown Vermilion boy, and I am proud to support my hometown team, the Yotes. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop, across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermilion.
Blaine Body Shop, Blaine Body Shop, automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Out here, we raise stronger people, stronger crops, and we proudly raise our flag to that. Let the weather, pests, and pressures try to beat us down. We only keep growing up. With the next gen genetics,
The pure acre-for-acre know-how of these soils, and a deep pride of our roots. We are born to raise at Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
11:52 to play in half number one. Omaha out to the 19-9 lead over South Dakota. Coyotes got to get some things worked out here during this timeout. See if they can get some things flipped onto their side. But right now, the Mavericks doing just about everything they want to do. They have shot at 8 of 14 from the field. They've cooled off here a little bit. In fact, the Mavericks haven't scored in about 3 minutes. They missed their last 5 from the field. Coyotes haven't quite taken advantage of that the way they'd like to, but it is a 10-point game, 19-9. South Dakota trailing Omaha. Hey, golfers, the Bluffs Golf Course in Vermilion is offering a half-price special for first-time adult or family memberships. Go to thebluffsgc.com or call 677-7058 for more information. A big thank you to the Bluffs Golf Course for their support of Coyote Athletics. 11:52 to go first half. Omaha 19 and South Dakota 9. Right now, you look at the leading scorers for these two teams. South Dakota, 6 of their 9 points have come from Chase Forte. Dre Bullock has the other 3, so each of those two guys have hit a three-pointer. Nobody else has been able to score here in this game. So Dre and Chase right now are 3 of 5. The rest of the team is over 5 from the field. Tony Osborne has 8. Hot start for him. Markel Sutton has 4 points, 3 rebounds for the Mavericks. Coyotes out of the timeout with Paul Brunch, Chase Forte, Caleb Stewart, Max Burchill, and Mayum Boom. Cameron Thomas, top of the point, guarded by Max Burchill, works it left to Tony Osborne. Baseline drive, ball stripped out of the hands of Osborne, and a foul called on Caleb Stewart. They'll call it a shooting foul, so Tony Osborne will go to the free throw line. Osborne excellent from the free throw line this season, 85% at the line is Tony Osborne. 11:45 to play in the half. Omaha by 10, 19-9. Tony Osborne, free throw number 1 is on the way and right down the middle. 9 points for Tony Osborne. Second free throw for Osborne. It is on the way. Good. Tony Osborne makes them both. 11:45 to go in the half. Back to a 12-point lead for the Mavericks, 21-9. South Dakota will work ahead. Chase Forte angles right of the lane, guarded by Osborne. Backs his way in, whips it out to Burchill. They'll spin it around left corner. Open 3. Caleb Stewart misfired. Rebound loose, picked up by Tony Osborne. It was knocked out of the hands of Ondakane by Boom. And Omaha comes away with it. Now Mayum Boom runs into Tony Osborne just a little bit. Osborne was able to create a little extra dramatics and got the foul. And with that, it is foul number 5 on South Dakota. I think what happened, I think there was a little bit of contact. I think Tony Osborne tried to stop, and his momentum buckled his leg, and that caused him to almost fall to the floor. Not the contact from Boom. Pass will go into Ondakane, runs it off of the window and scores. He's got 4, and the Mavericks right now with a 23-9 lead over South Dakota. 11 minutes to go. Chase Forte spins through a double team, floats one up, rims off left side, no. Ondakane, the rebound out to Jayshawn Glover. Omaha basketball. Down the left side to Tony Osborne. Drives in and off to Ondakane. Too strong on the lay-in. Rebound South Dakota. Here come the Yotes. South Dakota just 3 of 12 from the field right now. Got to get some offensive momentum. Here's Burchill out to Chase Forte. Forte works between the circles. 10:39 to play in the first half. Here's Caleb Stewart to the inside. Reach around pass goes into the hands of Boom. Knocked out of his hands by J.J. White and out of bounds. Baseline left. Ashton Smith, Isaac Bruns, Shea Eberwine into the Coyote lineup. Boom, Paul Bruns, and Chase Forte will get a break. 10:34 to go first half. Omaha 23, South Dakota 9. It'll be an inbound pass for South Dakota. Isaac Bruns will inbound the basketball for the Yotes. He'll lob it into Ashton Smith. Hands it off to Bruns. Steps back. Isaac, right wing 3. Missed it, but he's fouled by Isaac Ondakane. Ondakane, closeout defense was late. He got into the landing area of Isaac Bruns, and Isaac Bruns will go to the free throw line and attempt 3 free throws. 10:31 to go in the half. Coyotes down 23-9. Remember, yesterday, South Dakota scored what they had a lead early in that game. Led for about 17 seconds of the entire game until about 5 minutes to go when they started exchanging leads a little bit with the North Dakota State Bison. So this team never out of a game, and that free throw good for Isaac Bruns. Free throw number 2 for Bruns is on the way and off of the front of the rim. Isaac this season is an 85% free throw shooter. That's his first point of the night. Second free throw is on the way, or third free throw rather, and that one good. So he makes 2 out of 3, does Isaac Bruns. South Dakota within 12, 23-11. Again, the Coyotes slow start here offensively, 3 for 12 from the field. Mavericks are 9 of 16. Gets the number 1 team in the league. You really didn't want to come out to a slow start. Coach Peterson said, first 5 minutes will tell us a lot. Here's a drive inside for Jay-Sean Glover. Spun through a double team. Glover runs it up with a left-handed, scores. Jay-Sean Glover has his first points of the ball game. 7 different Mavericks have scored in this game, and we played about 10 minutes, and now the ball poked out of Eberwine's hands. Turned over, right side, wide open. Osborne for 3. Got it. He'll blow a kiss to the crowd after he drains his third three-pointer of this game. And Coach Peterson wants another timeout. 9:51 to go in the half. It's 28-11, Omaha leading South Dakota. And the Coyotes off to a nightmare start here in the semifinals of the conference tournament. 28-11, they trail the top team in the Summit League. First Interstate Bank supports all student athletes participating in today's game. Play hard, have fun. First Interstate Bank, built for you. First Interstate Bank is also proud to serve as the presenting sponsor of the Interstate Series, featuring the best of both USD and SDSU and their respective student athletes. The Interstate Series highlights the region's premier sporting competitions while valuing academics and sportsmanship. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. 9:51 to go in the half. It's Omaha 28, South Dakota 11. The Mavericks 61% from the field, 11 of 18. South Dakota just 3 of 12 from the field right now, and the Yotes have made 2 of 9 from the three-point line. That is a better start, believe it or not, than yesterday at the three-point line. South Dakota missed its first 9 three-pointers in that game yesterday against North Dakota State. The Coyotes have got to get something figured out now because they are in danger of this thing getting out of hand, down 28-11. Out of the timeout, Coyotes have Chase Forte, Caleb Stewart, Ashton Smith, Max Burchill, and Isaac Bruns on the floor. For the Mavericks, it's Jay-Sean Glover, Tony Osborne, Markel Sutton, Isaac Ondakane, and J.J. White. South Dakota with the basketball down 28-11 here in the semifinal matchup. Tough start to this game for the Yotes. Here's Chase Forte, right wing. Forte, crossover dribble up top to Stewart. He'll cut through the lane. Dishes down low. Ashton Smith went up for a dunk. Ball knocked out of his hands by Jay-Sean Glover. Turnover, Omaha basketball. Good play by Glover to knock that thing loose and not commit the foul. Right side, Glover with the basketball, drives baseline right. Hits the brakes. He nearly stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Back out Sutton, drives in the paint, floats one up, banks it in and scores. Markel Sutton asking for a foul, not called. Sutton adds 2 more. He's got 6. The player of the year in the Summit League. Chase Forte drives in, contact, floats one up, hammer to the floor. Nothing called. Ashton Smith pushed to the floor. Will play on. It's a 5-on-3 for the Mavericks. White, corner left. Osborne, open 3. Look out. Tony Osborne has made his 4th three-pointer of this game, and the Mavericks are ripping the Yotes right now, 33-11, under 9 minutes to go in the first half. Chase Forte, left wing, hands it off to Isaac Bruns. He'll run through contact of Jay-Sean Glover, and now a foul called on Omaha. So a foul called on the Mavericks. With 8:47 to go in the first half, both teams have been called for 5 fouls this half. Omaha up 33-11 on South Dakota. This is the start that you did not want if you're a Coyote fan against the number one team in the league. These are tough to battle back from. But lots of time in this game. Burchill goes left side to Chase Forte. Forte moves to his left, tries to work around traffic. Bounce pass across the baseline to Paul Bruns. Up to Max Burchill. Drives in, ball poked out of his hands, and a foul called on Omaha. That will go against Tony Osborne. So Osborne picks up the foul. That is his first. Sixth on the Mavericks, 8:37 to go in the half. Omaha leads 33-11. Again, the winner of this game goes to the championship tomorrow night. Still to come tonight, another semifinal matchup. It's St. Thomas in North Dakota. Trey Bullock, top of the point, works back around the right side of the wing, drives in, contact on the baseline, double teamed, he'll work it out. Paul Bruns, open three on the way, too strong, no. Rebound tapped into the air by Ashton Smith. It's out of bounds on the Yotes. South Dakota struggling to get rebounds. They're got 7 of them, down 5 in the rebound category. Yotes have not scored in over 2 minutes of this game. It's a 10-0 run for the Mavericks. 33-11, Omaha with the lead. Here's Tony Osborne into the front court. Omaha with the basketball, trying to finish off what's been a spectacular season for the Mavericks. Their first ever regular season title in the Summit League. Now trying to win a tournament title. Left side, Markel Sutton. He'll work in. Left block, jumper, no. Foul called on South Dakota. Max Burchill standing with his arms up into the air, but Luke Schumer says he leaned in and a contacted a foul. Our officiating crew, Rob Kuhneman, Luke Schumer, and Tim Stewart. 8:06 to go in the half. It's Omaha 33 and South Dakota 11. Markel Sutton will go to the free throw line. Sutton, first free throw. It's on the way. Bouncing around, no. As they say, ball don't lie. 8:06 to go in the half. 33-11. First free throw wouldn't drop. Second free throw's on the way for Sutton, and he got it 1 out of 2. Sutton has 7 points in this game, and the Mavericks lead 34-11. Coyotes are going to have to close this gap here in the next 8 minutes. You want to close it a little bit. Here's Burchill, fires the three, around and out, no. Rebound to Omaha. Lance Waddles the rebound. Here come the Mavericks, left to right. Pass up to Tony Osborne, left wing. Now Waddles angles over to the right side. Whips a one-hand pass to Cameron Thomas. Cross-court corner left to Sutton. Drives in, ball knocked out of his hands. Coyotes get the loose ball. Paul runs up the right side. Works in the lane. Kicks it out to an open Bullock. He'll drive inside. Leans in, layup, no. Left it short. Wanted the contact from Osborne. He ducked out of the way. The layup left short. Here comes Omaha. Sutton right side. Works in, down to the block. Pushing off of Burchill. Sutton ducks through traffic. Left it short. No, his tip in is good. Markel Sutton missed the first try, stayed with it, the tip in good, and Omaha leads 36-11. South Dakota with the basketball. Forte over to the right side to Burchill. Burchill's pass to Bullock, taken away by Cameron Thomas. Thomas will Euro step, playing good for Cameron Thomas, and everything is going the way of the Mavericks. 38-11, Omaha leading South Dakota in this first half. Chase Forte, ball poked away from behind by Cameron Thomas and a foul called. Thomas thought he got that thing cleanly. The foul called, and that'll take us to a timeout. Thomas has been whistled for his second. 6:52 to go in the first half. Coyotes are digging themselves in a hole here. A mountain to climb in the Summit League Tournament semifinals. They trail Omaha 38-11. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze. Not today. Today, you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
What would you do with more? More firsts and experiences. More space and memories. More impressions and travel. More handshakes and open doors. Or just more time. Fort Trust has the experts and tools you need to do less banking and more of what you love. Fort Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
Omaha 38, South Dakota 11. It's been a nightmare start for the Yotes here in the Summit League Tournament semifinals. Coverage of the Summit League Tournament brought to us this season by Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC. South Dakota is 3 for 17 from the field right now. The Yotes have made just 2 of their 11 three-point tries. Omaha, on the other hand, 15 of 23 from the field. That's 65%. And the Mavericks have made 4 of 9 from the three-point line. Right now, Omaha out-rebounding the Yotes 16-7. I told you a key number today would be offensive rebounds. Omaha's been limited to 1 offensive rebound. Problem is the Coyotes have missed so many shots that Omaha's getting the defensive rebounds and going the other way. So the Coyotes really got to figure out a way to get some momentum on their side. See if they can do it. Max Burchill, Paul Bruns, Dre Bullock, Chase Forte, and Mayum Boom will come out of the timeout for South Dakota. 1-and-1 free throw try for Chase Forte coming up after that foul. The Mavericks have been called for 7 fouls. Coyotes 6, so we're in the bonus the rest of this first half. So the free throw for Forte. 1-and-1 try. Free throw number 1 on the way. Got it. He'll get another one. This is the part of the game where you don't need to press anything. You're just looking for any shots, couple of shots, string something together, anything to give you any kind of momentum. This team has trailed so many times this season by double digits, and they've found ways to battle back. But this is not a hole they can afford to get much bigger before the halftime break. Chris Crutchfield, the head coach for the Mavericks, using a towel to dab his head a little bit. Got to dry that thing off. The bald-headed man sweating over there. Here's a contested shot knocked away. Coyotes get the rebound, and they'll move right to left. South Dakota will work ahead. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bullock inside, ball stripped away. He's able to get it back out to Max Burchill. Burchill leaves it in for Boom. Boom's trapped. Right block. Boom will work his way in. Spins up with the right baby hook. Bouncing around. No. Josh Strite the rebound for Omaha, and the Mavericks will work ahead. South Dakota trailing 38-13. Now the ball nearly taken away, but the Coyotes miss a chance. Waddles recovers for Omaha. Mavericks with the basketball, top of the point to Stride off to Waddles. Waddles between the rings, right side to Sutton. Hands it off to Jayshawn Glover, right wing. 8 to shoot for the Mavericks. Glover makes a move inside, runs it up with the left hand from the left side. Cutting right to left across the lane, and Glover has 4 points. 5:45 to play in the first half. Coyotes trail 40-13. Max Burchill's pass deflected and taken away and then knocked out of bounds and out on South Dakota. Coyotes just too many uncharacteristic mistakes in this game here early on. 40-13, South Dakota trailing Omaha. 5:39 to go in the half. Shea Eberwein's into the game. Frustration, confusion for the Yotes right now. Trying to figure some things out. Mavericks with the basketball. Jayshawn Glover works into the front court. Hands it off to Tony Osborne. Works over to the right side. Osborne back over to the left. Flips it off to J.J. White. Bounce pass to Glover. Spins off the defenders. Drives in. Shoots one up. No. Rebound batted around. Picked up by Ondakane. Omaha has it. Coyotes missed a chance. Ondakane just lost the basketball. Out to J.J. White. 13 to shoot for the Mavericks. White inside. Dishes off to Ondakane. Runs it up with the right hand and scores. And Isaac Ondakane has 6. 5 minutes to go in the first half. It's 42-13 Omaha. Paul Bruns will work left of Sutton, who grabs a hold of Bruns, and a foul called. That's foul number 2 on Markel Sutton. So Sutton commits the foul. His second. It's a 19-2 run for the Mavericks over the last 5.5 minutes. 5 minutes to go in this half. Paul Bruns at the free throw line. It'll be a 1-and-1 try. The Mavericks right now a 42-13 lead. J.J. White will exit. Grant Stubblefield is into the game for the Mavericks. Sutton is out of this game right now with his 2 personal fouls. Boy, you'd love to take advantage with him on the bench. Free throw missed off of the back of the rim. Rebound, Jayshawn Glover. Maverick basketball. Coyotes in the press defense. Mavericks will work ahead. Defense backs away. Tony Osborne will run the point for the Omaha Mavericks. Osborne flips it off right side to Stubblefield. 4:40 to go. Stubblefield between the rings. Whips it over to Osborne right side. Drives left. Darts into the lane. Ball stripped out of his hands. It goes out of bounds off of Osborne, but a foul called on South Dakota and Tony Osborne. Osborne will go to the free throw line. So Tony Osborne to the free throw line for the Mavericks. 4:35 to go in the half. It's 42-13. Omaha. The Coyotes 3 of 18 from the field right now. Osborne, free throw. Bounces around, scores. Now, Tony Osborne has been the story. Outside of South Dakota's poor shooting, Osborne, 17 points in this game. Second free throw. Give him 18 already in the first half. Tony Osborne averages 12 points on the season. He has 18 in the first half, and we still have 4.5 minutes to go. Here's corner left. Isaac Bruns drives in, floats one up, around and out. No. South Dakota cannot purchase a bucket right now. Basketball knocked out of bounds. It's out on Omaha. Coyotes will keep it. 44-13. Here's Mayum Boom right of the lane. Boom will work inside. Back out. Isaac Bruns, top of the point. Bruns angles over to the right side. Accelerates baseline right. Double team. Throws out a bounce pass. It was slow and taken away by Stubblefield. Stubblefield all the way in. Layup, no, and he's fouled by Caleb Stewart. Boy, South Dakota has just had some careless turnovers in this game. That is their 7th turnover of this game. The Yotes averaged 10 on the season. They've turned the ball over 7 times in this first half, and Omaha has cashed in. They have really, really taken advantage. They've scored the last 6-7 points, and they're right now on a 22-2 run over South Dakota over the last 6 minutes and change. 45-13, 4:08 to go in the half. Stubblefield, free throw, got it. Stubblefield makes both free throws. Confident bunch, Omaha. They lead 46-13. Stewart, open right wing three, got it. Caleb Stewart hits the triple. South Dakota needed that desperately. Yotes get some points. Stop a scoring drought. 4 minutes to go, 46-16. The Yotes are down, and then a foul called. Illegal screen, I believe, on Ondekane. It is an illegal screen on Isaac Ondekane with 3:50 to go in the half, so that'll take us to a timeout. Omaha right now with the commanding lead over the Yotes in the semifinals of the Summer League Tournament. 46-16. Mavericks out in front. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Detailed farmers, call Central Farmers Cooperative. They have everything you need for your farming needs, offering products, services, market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum, serving 12 communities in the surrounding Yankton area. Competitive prices on your DeKalb as-grow needs. Central Farmers Cooperative is your one-stop farming shop. Give Chris Rutledge a call today at 605-263-3105.
For over 40 years, your local heating and cooling contractor has been Larry's Heating and Cooling. How did they stay in business that long? The customers know they stand behind their work. They offer top quality name brand equipment, and no one matches Larry's pricing when compared to the other local Lennox dealers based in Iowa. Larry's is up to $2,000 less for the same equipment. Not a Larry's customer? When you're ready to upgrade, trust Larry's. Honest prices, no gimmicks, and reliable service. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
3:50 to go in the first half. It is Omaha 46 and South Dakota 16. The Mavericks in complete control of this game right now. Coyotes still plenty of time to turn it around, but they have little time to waste here in this matchup. There's always room for more sports. Get your fill of the best regional teams, conferences, and the most exciting matchups of the year with Midco Sports Plus. It's the all-streaming app powered by Midco Sports. See what's waiting for you at MidcoSportsPlus.com. South Dakota's made just 4 of 20 from the field. 3 of 12 from the three-point line. 5 of 8 from the free throw line. The Mavericks, 17 of 27, 63% for the field right now. Omaha's made 4 of their 9 3-point tries today. 3:50 to go in the half. This is obviously not a comeback you can just have overnight or like in a quick spurt here, 30 points. Close the gap here. Get it to within 20 before the end of this half, and you'll give yourself a chance. Off-balance jumper for Forte. You hit the deck, play on. Rebound Omaha. Stubblefield floats one up, falling down, and that dropped. You got to be kidding me. Everything is going in for the Mavericks right now. Stubblefield was falling down, off balance, just threw it up in the air, and it banked in for 2. 48-16, and now a whistle and a stoppage of play. Foul called on Omaha. Let me see who it is on. It's Josh Strite, his second. So Strite commits the foul. 3:22 to play in the half, 48-16. Omaha just ripping South Dakota right now. Mayo Boom, free throw number 1 is good. I mean, this is the nightmare start, but this is also the start you'd expect when one team is shooting 64% and the other is shooting 19% from the field. Boom makes both free throws, and it's 48-18. 3:22 to go in the half. Pass will come in to Lance Waddles. Waddles trapped, jumps into the air ahead to White, fires up to Tony Osborne. Osborne pumped from behind, hit the brakes in the lane, out to Waddles' left corner. Drives baseline left. Waddles picked up his dribble, has to get rid of it, does so to Josh Strite. 3 minutes and change to go in the half. J.J. White back in the midcourt logo. White crosses over, steps back, straight away 3-ball. Back of the rim, no. Rebound went into the hands of Waddles. He lost it for a moment. Waddles got it back. Fresh 20 for the Mavericks. Here's White again. He'll drive inside the lane this time. Flips one off the window and scores. And J.J. White has 4 points. And the Mavericks extend to a 50-18 lead. Chase Forte left wing, 2:35 to play. Forte up between the circles to Paul Bruns. Right side, Caleb Stewart. Stewart trying to create some space. He'll stop. Fires the 3-ball. Got it. Caleb Stewart with his second 3-pointer of this ball game. 50-21 Omaha. 2:19 to go in the half. Waddles off balance, floats it ahead. He's got Jayshon Glover. Glover drives in, dishes off to Josh Strite. Contested lay-in, no, and a late whistle and a foul on Paul Bruns. So the foul called on Paul Bruns with 2:09 to play. 50-21, Mavericks in front of South Dakota. Strite at the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 here. Boy, if you could draw up a start for Omaha, this is probably it. If you drew up a nightmare scenario for South Dakota, this is absolutely it. 2:09 to go in the half. Omaha 50, South Dakota 21. Javon Hill is into the game for the first time in this tournament. Josh Strite, second free throw. On the way, rims off, no. Rebound, Javon Hill. South Dakota on the board. Here we go. Yotes trying to close the gap down 50-21. Glover hit the deck. Cross-court pass. Stewart fires a quick 3. No. Rebound, J.J. White. Stewart was off balance. Pulled the trigger anyways. J.J. White works right side of the wing. He'll peel back out. 1:45 to play in the half. Omaha 50, South Dakota 21. J.J. White pushes to the right side, drives in, contested lay-in, scores. J.J. White adds 2 more. 52-21, Mavericks in front. There goes Forte to the inside, throws one up and scores. And Chase Forte has done just about all of the scoring for South Dakota today. Forte has 10 of the 23 for the Yotes. And a whistle and a stoppage. Timeout taken by Omaha. Well, Mavericks want a timeout. 1:12 to go in the half. 52-23, Omaha in front. While we have this stoppage in play, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification from Learfield. This is the Coyote Sports Network.
Wings, cold beer, and more at the Old Lumber Company Vermilion, sponsoring this Coyotes Athletics broadcast on KVHT Vermilion Yankton.
South Dakota shooting 25% right now from the field. The Mavericks are 64%. These two teams have played two really good games this season. This one got out of hand early. Coyotes hoping they can claw their way back into it, but they are going to need a momentum surge. Right now down 52-23. You close this half maybe on a 6-8-0 run. You know, you give yourself about a 20-point deficit at halftime, and you give yourself a fighter's chance in the second half. The Coyotes just got to find that spark, find that urge, that momentum. Here's J.J. White with the basketball for the Mavericks. Pass to Sean Glover, top of the point, spins off his left foot, pivots around, works over to the right, drives in left, bounce off of Forte, leans in, dishes underneath, reverse lay-in good for two to Pablo Sumare, who just checked into the game. 45 seconds to play in the half. Coyotes are going to need a big regroup at halftime. Paul Bruns, top of the point. Wanted to go to Hill, cut off. Back over to the left side to Forte. 35 seconds to go in the half. Chase Forte, right side. Stops. He'll fire the contested three. Got it. Chase Forte hits the triple, his second of the ball game. 25 seconds to go in the half. 54-26. Waddles nearly taken away by Forte, but Waddles was able to keep it. Shot clock is dark. 17 seconds to play in the half. J.J. White of the midcourt logo. 54-26. Mavericks in front. Here's J.J. White. Works over to the left. Crosses over. Darts through traffic. Floats one up. And a foul was called on South Dakota. That's on Paul Bruns. Second foul on Paul Bruns here in the ball game with 4.3 seconds to play. And that'll put J.J. White at the free throw line. (54-26) Omaha. The free throw for J.J. White is on the way and good. J.J. White hits the free throw. We'll have another one coming up. J.J. White has 7 points in this game. Hasn't done a lot, hasn't had to do a lot. Second free throw for J.J. White. It's on the way and rattles in and out. No. Rebound South Dakota. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Paul Bruns, top of the point, fires for three. Back to the rim, no. And we'll go to halftime. Coyotes need to regroup at the break. They trail the Omaha Mavericks in the Summit League Tournament semifinals, 55-26. The fifth seed Coyotes trailing the top seed in the tournament, Omaha. 55-26 at the break. Our halftime show coming up next. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Does it really matter where beef comes from? Meet the facts. Fact. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve beef comes from the Midwest, so you get only the highest quality beef raised on family farms here in the heartland. Where do the other guys get their beef? We're not sure either. Get the facts at meetthefacts.hyvee.com.
What would you do with more? More firsts and experiences. More space and memories. More impressions and travel. More handshakes and open doors. Or just more time. Trust has the experts and tools you need to do less banking and more of what you love. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
On the Coyote Sports Network. From Learfield, today's Coyote Halftime Show is presented by Hoegemeyer, the right seed. Raised local, raised right here. Born and raised here. We know what thrives in the Western Corn Belt. Refining world-class genetics through local expertise to grow bigger yields. Visit therightseed.com to learn more about Hoegemeyer brand products. Also brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC. And by Pepsi Cola is the official soft drink of the University of South Dakota. Be sure to pick up some Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Starry to cheer on the Yotes. Now, welcome to the Hoegemeyer Hybrids Halftime Show.
5:26 at halftime. Omaha in front of South Dakota. The Coyotes have shot it poorly in the first half. Need a big turnaround in half number 2. Right now, the Coyotes shooting 27% from the field. They've made 5 of 16 from the three-point line. The good news is they made 7 of 10 at the free throw line. Coyotes have given up 65% shooting. The Mavericks 4 of 10 from the three-point line, 9 of 14 at the free throw line. Coyotes have been doubled up on the boards today, 22-11. The Mavericks have 9 assists, just 1 assist for South Dakota in this game. That's huge. And the other number, obviously, 7 turnovers for the Yotes. Omaha 13 points off of turnovers in the first half. And Omaha killing the Yotes in points in the paint, 34-4. Points in the paint brought to you by Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC. Mavericks have 6 second chance points, none for the Yotes. 12 fast break points for Omaha today as well. Mavericks leading scorer right now is Tony Osborne. He's 4 for 5 from the three-point line. 18 points today for Tony Osborne. 9 points, 5 rebounds for the Summit League Player of the Year, Markel Sutton. 7 points for J.J. White and 6 for Isaac Ondekane. For South Dakota, 13 in the first half for Chase Forte. He has half of the team's points. Only 4 other players have scored for the Yotes. Caleb Stewart has 6. 3 points for Trey Bullock, Isaac Bruns, and Mayum Boom. Each have 2 points for South Dakota. So those are a look at our halftime stats. Our halftime show brought to you by Hoegemeyer. Visit therightseed.com to learn more about Hoegemeyer brand products. Coming up next, we'll take a look at what is going on in Coyote Athletics. That's on the way. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
On the Coyote Sports
Fitness
Network.
has
From
There's no longer a
Learfield,
need for gym
today's
membership
Coyote
to access
Halftime
quality
Show is
instructors and
presented by
equipment. This is Ken at Ace Bike and Fitness, and we have the equipment you need for the best work. Treadmills, rowing machines, and bikes, including the Schwinn indoor cycling bike that's a fraction of the price of the other brands. With Ace Bike and Fitness, we service what we sell, so you'll get our support even after you leave the store. Visit Ace Bike and Fitness today.
For your car, danger lurks everywhere, from the runaway shopping cart in the grocery store lot to the text message that someone had to read. No matter where your accident happens, Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford will fix it. We deal with the insurance people, fix your car to pre-accident condition, and get you back on the road as fast as possible. So if you get in an accident, remember Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford.
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Remember the Perks card from Pup and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pup and Pack, Vermilion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pup and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pup and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's double with the Perks card from Pup and Pack, Vermilion.
Honey, I'm hearing Bob Sinclair is a place to go. He's the most dependable, trustworthy, and fair-priced place in Vermilion. They'll get the job done the right way. Call Bob Sinclair in Vermilion to make your appointment. They will get it done for you on time. Do not panic. We'll get it taken care of.
You can trust the 3-stall service team at Bob Sinclair, located on Main Street, Vermilion. Go with who you can trust.
Our halftime show today is brought to you by Hogemeyer. Raised local, raised right here. Born and raised here, we know what thrives in the Western Corn Belt, refining world-class genetics through local expertise to grow bigger yields. Visit therightseed.com to learn more about Hogemeyer brand products. Time now to take a look at what's been going on in Coyote athletics. Yesterday, women's tennis dropped their Summit League opener at Omaha. They fell 5-2. They'll play this week, later in the week in Orlando. 3 matches coming up for their spring break trip in Orlando, Florida. That gets underway Wednesday when they take on Fairfield. They'll also play Lamar and Hampton on that trip to Orlando. Coyote softball team 0-2 on their start of their trip to South Carolina. They fell yesterday 8-0 in 5 innings to Coastal Carolina. Played Coastal Carolina today and lost 1-0 in an 8-inning contest. So they went an extra inning. They'll play Coastal Carolina again tomorrow afternoon, 11 a.m. Central Time, and then head to Presbyterian on Tuesday. They've got USC Upstate on Wednesday, and later in the week they'll play a 3-game series against Wofford. So a big trip to South Carolina. Monday, the men's golf team gets underway at the Donald Ross Collegiate at Southern Pines, North Carolina. They will compete on Monday and Tuesday. Should the Coyote men win this game here tonight, they'll be in the championship game tomorrow night with a tip-off set for 8 p.m. Central Time. So that's what's going on in Coyote athletics. For everything, schedules, stories, results, and more, stay up to date at goyotes.com. Coming up next, we'll take a look at scores from around college basketball. That is on the way. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Endless sports action is waiting for you all on one app. Subscribe to Midco Sports Plus now and stay plugged in to your favorite fandom. Unlock live game coverage of the teams, rivalries, and games you want to watch. Plus, find exclusive content from the most popular conferences in the Midwest, including the Summit League and the CCHA. It's all waiting for you on the Midco Sports Plus app. See everything you can stream at midcosportsplus.com.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and a slip and slide. They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Out here, we raise stronger people, stronger crops, and we proudly raise our flag to that. Let the weather, pests, and pressures try to beat us down. We only keep growing up. With the next-gen genetics, the pure acre-for-acre know-how of these soils, and a deep pride of our roots, we are born to raise at Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
Back in Sioux Falls, inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center at halftime, Omaha leads 55-26 in this semifinal matchup. Winner is on to the tournament championship tomorrow night to take on either North Dakota or St. Thomas. Those two will play here later on tonight, right here inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center. They'll have about a 25-minute warm-up period after this game is done. And then after that 25-minute warm-up period, they will get that thing tipped off and underway here tonight inside this building. So we'll see how the Yotes do. Obviously, the Coyotes would love to extend this game, but they've got a surge here, certainly. Halftime show today brought to you by Hogemeyer. Raised local, raised right here, born and raised here. We know it thrives in the Western Corn Belt, refining world-class genetics through local expertise to grow bigger yields. Visit therightseed.com to learn more about Hogemeyer brand products. Let's take a look around scores around the college basketball world. Top 25 basketball scores from today. Number 25 Mississippi State was upset by Arkansas 93-92. Kansas knocked off 24th ranked Arizona 83-76. 22nd ranked Texas A&M got a win at LSU 66-52. 19th ranked Kentucky won at 15th ranked Missouri 91-83. Number 14 Louisville all over Stanford 68-48. 13th ranked Maryland 74 in Northwestern 61. Penn State knocked out 12th ranked Wisconsin in Madison 86-75. Clemson a winner over Virginia Tech 65-47. Number 10 Iowa State dominated K-State in Manhattan 73-57. 6th ranked St. John's an overtime winner at number 20 Marquette 86-84. Number 5 Florida beat Ole Miss 90-71. 4th ranked Tennessee beat South Carolina 75-65. Duke number 2 in the country winner at North Carolina 82-69. Number 7 Alabama knocked off top ranked Auburn in overtime 93-91. The other ranked matchup going on right now features number 9 Texas Tech. They're up 8 early second half on the road at Arizona State. Still to come tonight, about 45 minutes from tip-off for number 3 Houston at Baylor, and number 25 BYU at home against the Utah Utes coming up later on tonight as well. So those are scores from top 25 men's basketball here tonight. Coyotes trying to get to the tournament championship, but they need a big second half, down 55-26 to the Omaha Mavericks. Still to come tonight here inside the Denny. It's St. Thomas, the 2 seed in the field, against 6-seeded North Dakota. Those guys are coming up here later on tonight as well. 55-26 our score at the break. Coming up next, we'll get the second half underway. See if the Coyotes halftime adjustments energizes the Yotes here for the second half. We'll find out next. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Are you looking for a great place to eat when you're in Vermilion? Then look no further than the Hartford Steak Company Tavern. Hartford Steak Company Tavern, Vermilion, features an awesome prime rib dinner, including lettuce wedge, baked potato, au jus, and a thick slice of French bread, starting at only $18.95 every Friday and Saturday night. And don't miss out on the filet mignon and famous steak tip dinners, available Monday through Thursday evenings as well. Whatever you choose at Hartford Steak Company Tavern, you'll receive an excellent meal and a great value. Hartford Steak Company Tavern, 7 Court Street, downtown Vermilion.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Wow, everyone beat me to the basement.
I got the couch. Beanbag chair.
Homes are a wonderful place to gather. They can also be a great source of equity.
Honey, it's pretty hot upstairs.
Equity you could use for a home improvement project.
Maybe we could finally install air conditioning?
Or we just eat more ice cream.
For whatever you need in life, a home equity line of credit from First Interstate Bank can help bring it all home. Learn more at firstinterstate.com/HELOC. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Want to turn your idea into a reality? That's just what we'll do at Mart Brothers Construction. We offer a wide variety of services for all your home and commercial construction needs, specializing in roofing and custom homes. Mart Brothers guarantees satisfaction and offers builder financing. If you need time to sell your house in order to build, let Mart Brothers get started on a new one, and you can buy it when complete. Have roofing needs? Call on the Coyotes preferred contractor and let us help bring your ideas to life.
We get set to start the second half. It is 55-26 Omaha with the lead, and some news, bad news for South Dakota coming out of the halftime locker room. Obviously the score, but the other bad news is Isaac Bruns appears to be out for the rest of this game. He is sitting on the bench with an ankle heavily wrapped. It appears there's an ice bag wrapped in there on his left ankle. His body language suggests frustration, and his day appears to be done for South Dakota, coming off his first double-double of his career yesterday in the quarterfinals. Big loss for the Yotes And we'll see how they recover from that. Cross-court pass, Dre Bullock, shot fake right wing. Corner right to Paul Brunt. Steps left after the shot fake. Didn't pull the trigger. Up to Dre. Dre drives in. Spin move up with the left hand. Flips it up around and out. Wouldn't drop. Rebound Omaha. Mavericks will move up ahead. And Omaha a chance to strike first in half number 2. Here's J.J. White. Into Ondakane. Cross-court. Cameron Thomas wide open. Front of the rim. No. Rebound tapped around. Controlled by South Dakota's Dre Bullock. Coyotes will work ahead. Here's Max Burchill. Hit the brakes, covered up. Back out Forte. Fires the right wing three. Around and out. No. It was halfway down and wouldn't drop. Rebound to Markel Sutton of Omaha. Pass over to the near side. J.J. White. Omaha will work ahead. We've played a minute here in the half. White flips it off the window high above the square, and it drops in. And the free throw, the lay-in good for J.J. White. Omaha strikes first this half. Dre Bullock fires for three. Back of the rim, no. Rebound loose. Picked up by South Dakota, but a foul called on Dre Bullock. He dove for the basketball. Cameron Thomas tripped over him, and a foul called. 18:48 to go in the ball game. Coyotes trail 57-26. J.J. White will work in the backcourt. Pressing ahead, left-handed dribble. Works left of the lane. Lobs it inside. Sutton, contested lay-in. Foul called. Hard foul from Max Burchill, and Burchill hit the deck hard. Both players slow to get up. Sutton crashing in for a hard layup. Burchill went up for the block shot. They collide. Both hit the deck, climb to their feet. 18:36 to go in this one. It is 57-26. Omaha with the lead. Markel Sutton, the Summit League Player of the Year, is at the free throw line. Sutton, couple of dribbles. Bends his knees, free throw, got it. Sutton hits free throw number 1. Caleb Stewart is in. Dre Bullock will exit. Second free throw for Markel Sutton. Fires it forward. Free throw. Got it. Markel Sutton hits them both. Extends the lead for the Mavericks. 59-26 Omaha here in the semifinals of the Summit League Tournament. Forte, corner left to Burchill. Shot fake, then rises for three. Rattles in and out. Offensive rebound, Forte. He's blocked away by Cameron Thomas. Up ahead, Omaha. Ball taken away by Max Burchill. Then it's picked out of his hands. He's sitting on the ground. Taken away by Osborne. Jumper, no. Rebound, Caleb Stewart. South Dakota works ahead. Stewart walks, three-point line. Fires for three, in and out, no. Rebound, Cameron Thomas, Omaha basketball. Here come the Mavericks right to left. 2 minutes into this second half. J.J. White darts ahead. Long pass up to Sutton. Up with a two-hand hard dunk for Markel Sutton. And Omaha's lead balloons to 61-26. Here's Caleb Stewart, left wing, crossing over on the dribble. Lost the basketball, steps back. He's able to drive in. Contested layup, foul called. And they're going to call it on the floor. Jay Eberwan is in. Ashton Smith is in. Boom will exit. And who else is going off for the Goats? Max Burchill. 17:43 to go in this basketball game. Coyotes have never led. They got behind early. And they have just trailed this entire game. Ashton Smith, the Paul runs. Corner left to Forte. Forte trying to back down J.J. White. Forte steps through traffic, dumps it out to Bruns. Baseline left drive, scoops one up, contested lay-in, heavy contact. Nothing called. Markel Sutton will try to press ahead, guarded by Eberwine. Sutton will push off, create some space, gets into the front court. 17-18 to play in the half, 61-26, Omaha with the lead. J.J. White between the circles. He'll leap into the air, gets it off to Sutton, top of the point, drives in, he'll rise up, two-hand dunk again for Sutton. Rocks the rim, does Sutton. And the Summit League Player of the Year getting his team fired up. Here's Caleb Stewart. Shakes around the defender, steps back, right wing, fakes a pass, fires for three, front of the rim, no. Loose ball, picked out of the air by Markel Sutton. Out to J.J. White, up to Osborne, left boundary. Lob pass looking for the alley-oop, and he overthrew Isaac Ondakane, and it's South Dakota basketball. 16:45 to go in the ball game. It is 63 to 26. 16:45 to go. Paul Bruns, Chase Forte, Ashton Smith, Jay Eberwine, Caleb Stewart on the floor for the Yotes. Again, it appears Isaac Bruns' day is done. Heavily wrapped left ankle for Isaac Bruns on the bench. Driving in is Paul Bruns. He'll run it off of the window and scores. Paul Bruns able to get the layup, his first points of the night. Omaha with the basketball and a foul called on South Dakota. They'll get Shea Eberwine for the push-off. Sometimes you can't do much about what they decide they're going to call or what they're going to decide they're going to play on. 16:26 to go in the half. 63-28. Jay-Sean Glover inbounds to J.J. White. White will work between the circles. Dumps it off left side to Glover. Back up top. Here's Josh Strite. Now to J.J. White, moves left, crosses over, steps back, fires the three ball. Got it. Wow. I mean, they are hitting just about everything. What it feels like, Coyotes have something closed off. They'll find some space and score. And South Dakota, meanwhile, cannot get the lid off of the rim here tonight. Trey Bullock, right wing. Jab step right, crosses over left. Works it over to the left side to Shea Eberwine. 15:49 to play in this basketball game. Yotes trail 66-28. Burchill runs it up with the right hand. No, the tip in. Good for Ashton Smith and a foul called. Ashton Smith muscled up there to get the tip in. Chance for a three-point play for Ashton Smith when we come back. 15:42 to go in the second half. Coyotes got their work cut out for them. Down 66-30 here in the semifinals of the Summit League basketball tournament. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Wow. Everyone beat me to the basement.
I got the coach. Beanbag chair.
Homes are a wonderful place to gather. They can also be a great source of equity.
Honey, it's pretty hot upstairs.
Equity you could use for a home improvement project.
Maybe we could finally install air conditioning?
Or we just eat more ice cream.
For whatever you need in life, a home equity line of credit from First Interstate Bank can help bring it all home. Learn more at firstinterstate.com/HELOC. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
KO basketball at the Summer League Tournament brought to us by Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC. Also brought to us by Pepsi Cola, the official soft drink of the University of South Dakota. Be sure to pick up some Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Starry to cheer on the Yotes. The University of South Dakota is a proud member of the Summit League and NCAA Division I Athletics Conference. For over 30 years, the Summit League sponsors 19 championship sports. Be sure to check the league's official website, thesummitleague.org, for all the latest scores and updates. 15:42 to play in the basketball game. It is Omaha, the number one seed in the tournament, 66, and South Dakota 30 here in this ball game right now. 15:42 to play in the second half. South Dakota right now shooting 24% from the field. Omaha 65% from the field. Mavericks have made 5 of 12 from the three-point line. South Dakota's 5 of 21 from the three-point line here in the ball game. The Yotes have been out-rebounded 28-15 here in this game. 15:42 to play in the ball game. Coyotes need a surge, and they're running out of time. Like, they're down 36 points right now. You got to win the next media timeouts essentially by 10 points or more. You got to have a surge. They've had surges against Omaha this year. Coyotes went on a 14-3 run in Vermilion to climb back into that game. Went on a 17-4 run in Omaha to climb back into that one. Ashton Smith is at the free throw line for South Dakota, and the free throw rattles out no. Rebound Waddles. Coyotes tried to tie it up. Ripped out of there by Lance Waddles. He'll dart up the right side. Waddles contested land. Blocked away by Ashton Smith. Here come the Yotes. South Dakota will work ahead. Shea Eberwine hands it off to Caleb Stewart, left wing. Stewart, cross-court pass up between the rings to Trey Bullock. Drives right, hits the brakes. Elbow jumper, got it. Trey Bullock gets the jumper. South Dakota, the block and the score. And it's 66-32 with 15-13 to play. Omaha with the basketball. They'll work right to left. J.J. White between the circles. 15 minutes to go in this game. Mavericks lead 66-32. Bounce pass will go to Jayshon Glover. Glover guarded by Trey Bullock. Shot fake. Drives left. Drives all the way in. Flips one up. Too strong. No. Loose ball saved on the baseline by Ashton Smith, but he threw it away. Ashton Smith was falling out of bounds under the basket. Tried to throw it out to Shea Eberwine. It was too tall and out of bounds. Coyotes nearly got back-to-back stops and a chance to start a bit of a run, but instead throw it away, and it's Omaha basketball. Coyotes after changes now with Shea Eberwine, Javon Hill, Paul Bruns, Ashton Smith, and Chase Forte. Here's Glover on the left side, drives in, right side, jump stop in the lane, good for Glover. From the right block. 68-32. Chase Forte, right wing. Back up between the rings, Eberwine. His pass to the left, knocked away by J.J. White, now to play. It'll stay with South Dakota. 14:27 to play. Paul Bruns inbound the basketball. He'll lob it into the backcourt to Chase Forte. Forte works back into the front after some time off. He'll charge ahead. Left of the lane. Pivots around. Corner right. Javon Hill steps into the three. Front of the rim. No. Offensive rebound. Paul Bruns back up strong, and he muscled it out for the window and scored. Paul Bruns has 4 points in the ball game. Coyotes close the gap a bit. 68-34 they trail. Pass into Jayshon Glover. Up ahead to Lance Waddles. Waddles to Thomas. Reverse lay-in. Blocked by the rim, but a foul called on the rim against South Dakota. 13:49 to play in the ball game. 68-34. Cameron Thomas went in for the reverse lay-in. He was in the wrong spot, threw it straight up off of the back of off the bottom of the rim, and they'll call a foul on Ashton Smith. So Thomas will go to the free throw line. First free throw's on the way and rattles out. So free throw number one misfired for the Mavericks. Cameron Thomas. They are 11 of 17 as a team. It's about the only thing they've done somewhat poorly. Second free throw, no. Ball batted in the air by Glover. He's got it. Offensive rebound for the Mavericks. They'll peel out and reset up. 14 minutes to go. 68-34, Omaha with the lead. Here's Lance Waddles, top of the point. Looks left, fires right to Tony Osborne. Osborne moves over to the left side. 4 to shoot. He'll rock the long three left wing. Oh, my gosh. He made it. He made that thing from Lennox. 13:33 to play. 71-34. Wow. I mean, everything working for the Mavericks tonight. Here's Chase Forte. Drives in left side. He's in the lane. Out to Javon Hill. Rocks another three. Got it. Javon Hill. First points of the Summit League tournament. Here's a pass ahead to Jayshon Glover. Cross court to Osborne. Steps three-point line. Fires. Hits again. Tony Osborne is unconscious right now. 6 3-pointers in this game for Tony Osborne, and he has ripped the Yotes for, feels like, 1,000,000 points. 24 tonight. Left side, here's Chase Forte. Heavy contact. Drives in. Dishes to Javon Hill. Up for the shot. He's hammered by Josh Strite. 12:51 to go. Strite thought he got a block shot, but a foul called. 74-37, Omaha with the lead. Wow, Tony Osborne having himself a night. 7 of 9 from the field, 6 of 7 from the three-point line. He has made 24 points in this game. Javon Hill will toe the line. Hill, first free throw. It's on the way and good. So Javon Hill makes free throw number 1. That, I think, is Javon Hill's first free throw attempt of the season. So he's 1 for 1 of the year. Second free throw coming up. 74-38 Omaha. Javon Hill, free throw. It's on the way. Got it. Javon Hill makes them both. He will exit stage left. Max Burchill back into the lineup for the Yotes. Javon Hill with 5 points here in this game. Pass into Lance Waddles. Full court pressure defense there. Ball deflected. And then Max Burchill batted it up to a teammate and a foul called. 12:48 to go in the ball game. 74-39 Omaha. Tony Osborne to inbound the basketball. Here's Jay-Sean Glover. Pass up to Osborne. Leaps into the air. Pass ahead to Markel Sutton. Cross court. Waddles fires for 3. Too strong, no. Loose ball picked up out of the air by Chase Forte. Here come the Yotes. South Dakota will move left to right. Forte stops. He'll pop the straightaway 3. Around and in for Chase Forte. Forte hits the triple for South Dakota. The Yotes cut the deficit. 74-42. 74-42 our score. Pass to Markel Sutton. Sutton will work inside the paint. Back out Osborne. Wide open for 3. He can't miss. He is 7 of 8 from the three-point line tonight. Tony Osborne having a different kind of basketball game. Trey Bullock left side, drives in, contacted a foul, and Osborne commits the foul. 12 minutes and 1 second to go. It's 77-42. Here's Trey Bullock to inbound the basketball. Bullock will lob it in. Chase Forte outleaps everybody to get that lob pass in the inbound. Now muscle one up, banks it in. Chase Forte adds 2 more. Forte's been the one bright spot for the Yotes here tonight. He has 18 points in the ball game. Coyotes get the steal. 3 ball for Stewart. No. Offensive tip-in wouldn't drop for the Yotes. Rebound South Dakota. Trey Bullock back up strong. Heavy contact, nothing called. It is amazing what they let go on one end of the floor. This has been just brutal. So many ways. 11:26 to play. Glover between the circles. Moves left. 77-44. Left corner 3. Waddles in and out. No. Loose ball. Foul called on South Dakota. That'll take us to a timeout. 11:15 to play. Omaha leads 77-44. Mavericks in front here in the semifinals of the conference tournament. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Everyone loves a one-hit wonder, unless it's for your pickup truck. If you find yourself stuck in the one-hit wonder club, get out with Collision Repair Perfection. Blaine's Body Shop will get your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. Don't be stuck with a one-hit wonder with help from
Blaine's Body Shop, Blaine's Body Shop, Automotive Collision Repair.
Out here, we raise stronger people, stronger crops, and we proudly raise our flag to that. Let the weather, pests, and pressures try to beat us down. We only keep growing up. With the next-gen genetics, the pure acre-for-acre know-how of these soils, and a deep pride of our roots, we are born to raise at Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
11:15 to play in the ball game. 77-44 Omaha with the lead over South Dakota. Coyote basketball at the Summit League Tournament brought to us by Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC. Coyotes trailing 77-44. Tony Osborne, you got to tip your cap sometimes to these players. 27 points for him. He's 8 of 10 from the field, 7 of 8 from the three-point line. He is 7 of 8 from the three-point line. The rest of the Maverick lineup right now is 1 for 9 from the three-point line. So Tony Osborne is doing it all right now. others obviously have contributed. Markel Sutton has 15 points and 8 rebounds. He's been really, really good. But what Tony Osborne is doing right now is absolutely making the difference in this game. It's 77-44. Omaha with the lead. And Omaha can feel it. A chance to go play for a Summit League Tournament Championship. 11 minutes to go. Coyotes hoping to have something to say about it, but they have got to have some kind of surge. Big crowd tonight here inside the Denny. North Dakota St. Thomas will come up next. Here's the shot up for Omaha. Missed everything. Rebound South Dakota. Yoltz will move left to right. 11 minutes to go. Chase Forte leaves it out for Caleb Stewart. Stewart crosses over, steps back, lobs it into Mayumbom. It goes off of his mitt and out of play. Coyotes turn it over. Omaha basketball, 11 minutes to go. Mavericks lead 77-44. Here's the pass into Jay-Sean Glover. Glover leaps into the air. Pass intercepted by Burchill. Burchill drives in. Layup. Nope. Missed it. Went off of the rim. Rebound Omaha. Boy, Coyotes have had some chances to get a little bit of momentum on their side. Now, I'm not saying they come back. They're down 33, right? But any momentum, and they just haven't been able to capitalize. Markel Sutton on the other end. Throws one up off of the window. It scores. And with that, the Mavericks increase the lead. Here's Dre Bullock left side. Shot fake. Drives in. Flips it off of the window, or flips it off of the front of the rim. No. Loose ball. Burchill dives on the basketball. He's hammered by J.J. White. And a foul called. White was on the ground with Burchill. White tried to reach around and bounce on the basketball, and he hit all arm on Max Burchill. 10:21 to play in the ball game, 79-44. Here's Chase Forte to inbound the basketball right in front of us. Forte into Mayumbom, back to Forte, shot fake on the wing. Drives inside, kicks it out left side. Bullock shot fake on the left wing. Corner left, Stewart for three, got it. Caleb Stewart hits the three, his third of the ball game. South Dakota trying to get any kind of momentum here. 10:05 to play in the ball game. Here's J.J. White, fakes a pass, trying to press ahead, threw his head back, hoping for a foul call, didn't get it. White dumps it down to Ondakane, back to White, and he'll work around the perimeter. Right side, 10 minutes to go in the ball game, 79-47, Omaha in front. White moves left. Bounce pass into Sutton. Backs his way in. Up with the right baby hook. Got it. Markel Sutton adds 2 more. Markel Sutton, 19 points tonight. Here's Chase Forte. Leaves it off for Dre Bullock. Caleb Stewart, left wing. Moves right, drives in, splits a double team up with the right hand. Bouncing around and scores. Caleb Stewart adds 2 more for the Yotes. 81-49, pass ahead to Sutton. 9:14 to go. Sutton dishes to Ondakane. Floats it back to J.J. White. 81-49, Omaha in front of South Dakota. These two teams have played 2 good games this season, but Omaha's hot start, South Dakota's slow start, has pressed Omaha with a gigantic lead here in this one. Jay-Sean Glover, shot fake, left wing, drives in, pushes off the window, and scores. Jay-Sean Glover has 8 points in the ball game. South Dakota will move ahead. Here's Chase Forte. Flips it off of the window. It scores. Forte not done yet. 20 points for Chase Forte tonight. And now a foul called on South Dakota around the midcourt stripe. 8:35 to go. Chase Forte, 20 points in this game. His 6th straight game scoring at least 20 points. 8:35 to play in the ball game. It's 83-51. Omaha with the lead. Here's J.J. White at the free throw line for the Mavericks. J.J. White, big deep breath. 1 dribble, spins the ball back into his mitts. Free throw on the way. It is good. J.J. White hits the free throw. 8:35 to go in the ball game. J.J. White, first free throw was good. Second free throw is on the way, and it is good. J.J. White has hit them both. Javon Hill to inbound the basketball for South Dakota. Grant Stubblefield into the game for the Mavericks. Here's Dre Bullock. Pushes off, slipped on his shoes, drives in, steps back, thought about the three, never had an opening. Javon Hill dumps it off left side to Shea Eberwine. He'll back away, fires cross court right side to Bullock. He'll rise, three ball on the way, Bullock back at the rim, no. Offensive rebound, Eberwine took a shot to the face, went down and scored, and a foul called. Chance for a three-point play for Shea Eberwine on his first points of the night. 8:14 to play in this one. 85-53, Omaha with the lead. Eberwine will go to the free throw line. Try to complete the three-point play. Eberwine, free throw, got it. Shea has 3 points in the ball game. Here's Stubblefield to inbound the basketball, floated into Tony Osborne. Osborne ahead to Jay-Sean Glover, drives in, dishes underneath. Josh Strike laying good. Omaha beats the press defense, scores for two, 87-54, Omaha leading. 8 minutes to go in this one. Eberwine fakes a pass to the right, wants to go inside, does so. Ball fumbled by Ashton Smith, races it out to the top of the point where he reels it in. Right side, Dre Bullock lobs it up for Ashton Smith, and they couldn't connect on the alley-oop. Back come the Mavericks. Glover, cross court. Osborne again for three. Unbelievable. Tony Osborne hits again. I mean, it is incredible to watch. And here's a foul back the other way. It's a foul on the floor on Omaha. Tony Osborne. Tony Osborne's playing on another level right now. He's made 8 of 9 from the three-point line. He has 30 points in this game. And Tony Osborne has the Mavericks out to a 90-54 lead over South Dakota. Back with more next. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Wow. Everyone beat me to the basement.
I got the coach. Beanbag chair.
Homes are a wonderful place to gather. They can also be a great source of equity.
Honey, it's pretty hot upstairs.
Equity you could use for a home improvement project.
Maybe we could finally install air conditioning?
Or we just eat more ice cream.
For whatever you need in life, a home equity line of credit from First Interstate Bank can help bring it all home. Learn more at firstinterstate.com/HELOC. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Endless sports action is waiting for you all on one app. Subscribe to Midco Sports Plus now and stay plugged in to your favorite fandom. Unlock live game coverage of the teams, rivalries, and games you want to watch. Plus, find exclusive content from the most popular conferences in the Midwest, including the Summit League and the CCHA. It's all waiting for you on the Midco Sports Plus app. See everything you can stream at midcosportsplus.com.
KO basketball at the Summer League tournament brought to us by CoreTrust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC. South Dakota down 90-54. 7:35 to go in the Coyotes season. Coyotes 19-13 on the year. They'd won 2 coming into this game. Got off to a horrendous start in this game. Just couldn't make anything. They've made some shots here in the second half, but Coyotes in the first half couldn't make anything. Coyotes are shooting 39% in the second half, 33% for the ball game. But Omaha, 65% both halves for the Mavericks. And Tony Osborne, they have no answer for him tonight. And Tony Osborne is 9 of 11 from the field. He's made 8 of 9 from the three-point line. He has 30 points in this game. Markel Sutton has 19 points, 8 rebounds, 14 points for J.J. White. South Dakota has 20 for Chase Forte and 11 for Caleb Stewart. They're without Isaac Bruns, who's out with an ankle injury. He has his ankle wrapped heavily on the Coyote bench. Had an ice bag on it as well, and he appears to be done. Actually, he does have the ankle unwrapped now, and his shoe is back on. But I don't know at this point if you put Isaac Bruns back into the game. We'll see. 90-54. Dre Bullock at the line. 1-on-1 chance for the Yotes. First free throw for Bullock. Bounces around and scores. So Dre Bullock has 1 free throw. He'll get another one. Second free throw for Dre. Coyotes just never able to get momentum at any point in this game. Bounces around. It's good. The free throw, 90-56. 7:35 to play. Trey Bullock is out. Chase Forte into the game. Coyotes have Max Burchill, Paul Bruns, Chase Forte, Shea Eberwine, and Caleb Stewart. Pass ahead, Sean Glover. That's Cooper into the game. First time tonight. Now Glover. Up ahead, Josh Strite. Easy lay-in for 2 for Strite. Back come the Yotes, down 92-56. Just not their night tonight. Corner right, Caleb Stewart drives in. Steps back. Long 2. Got it. Caleb Stewart hits for 2 more for the Yotes. Coyotes trying to get a defensive stop. Grant Stubblefield works up the right side. 7:07 to go in the ball game. Coyotes down 92-58. Grant Stubblefield right boundary. Harassed by a double team. Deflected. The ball goes to Josh Strite. Stubblefield now has it back. Fires over to Waddles. 8 on the shot clock. Waddles pushes right. Crossover left. Off to Glover. His pass deflected out by Paul Bruns with 3.3 on the shot clock. 6:45 to go in this basketball game. Omaha got to get a quick shot up. 3.3 on the shot clock. 92-58, they lead South Dakota. Pass will come in, top of the point, Waddles. Drives in. Took about 15 steps. And on step number 17, a travel call. 6:43 to go. It's 92-58. Omaha with the lead over South Dakota. Coyotes get the stop, and now the basketball. He got the ball hung up on his side and just never could get it up. He was trying to run in and throw it up off of the window, but never could get that thing elevated. Long 3, Caleb Stewart, front of the rim, no. Rebound, Omaha. 92-58, Mavericks out front. Sean Glover will work ahead. Crossing over on the dribble, guarded by Chase Forte. Off to Waddles, turns, fires for 3, off the mark, no. Rebound pulled down by South Dakota, it's Paul Bruns. Bruns will accelerate forward. Swings the ball out to Burchill, and he threw it wide of Maxson out of play. Trey Bullock back into the Coyote lineup. Shea Eberwine will exit. 6:07 to go in this one. 92-58. Omaha trying to finish this thing off and move on to tomorrow's championship. They'll get the winner of either North Dakota or St. Thomas. If it's St. Thomas, Omaha would have already qualified for the NCAA tournament regardless of the result. Here's a steal from Chase Forte. Drives in, up with the right hand, scores. Defensive Player of the Year got the steal and the score for South Dakota. Chase Forte adds 2 more, 22 on the night for Forte. Up ahead to Cooper, left side. Josh Strite swings it around, 92-60. Now Lance Waddles. Waddles angles over to the right wing, off to Stubblefield. Omaha using some of its bench, trying to keep some of its players fresh for tomorrow. Cooper fires for 3. Flop to the floor, nothing called. Loose ball, rebound South Dakota. Caleb Stewart trying to work ahead. Flips it up, lots of contact, missed the shot. Loose ball, Paul Bruns back up in the lane. Heavy contact and a foul on Josh Strite of Omaha. 5:09 to play in the ball game, 92-60. Omaha with the lead. North Dakota and St. Thomas will come up about 25 minutes following this basketball game. Paul Bruns, first free throw, rounded out. 20 fast break points for Omaha. They've outscored South Dakota by 30 in the paint tonight, 50-20. They have led from start to finish in this game. Isaac Ondakane into the game. Josh Strite will exit. Omaha really using its bench, trying to keep some of its top players' legs fresh as possible for tomorrow night's championship game. Waddles fires ahead to Cooper. Cooper works up the left side. He'll drive all the way in. Backdoor pass on the baseline to Glover. Wheels back out, 5 minutes to go. Glover on the right wing. Yotes down 92-61. Glover inside, off balance Jay. Left it short. Rebound is loose and picked up by Ondakane. Coyotes had a chance at the rebound. Ondakane got it back, and now the ball knocked away by Forte. Picked up by Trey Bullock. South Dakota will move ahead. Bullock drives in. Contested layup, and Bullock hit the deck awkwardly. He's fouled, and they'll go to the line with 4:40 to play. 92-61. Omaha with the lead. Dre Bullock will go to the free throw line for South Dakota. Bullock today for 2 for 2. So Dre will toe the line. Right foot staggered ahead of left. Free throw on the way around and out for Dre Bullock. Dre frustrated with himself for that miss. Second free throw. 92-61 Omaha. 4:40 to play. Free throw for Bullock is on the way. Got it. He goes 1 out of 2. Well, Dre Bullock makes the free throw. Omaha with the basketball. Pass will come in to Cooper. Nearly traveled. Back to Stubblefield. Stubblefield works to the right, and a foul called on Paul Bruns. Wow. Paul breathed too hard that time. Foul called. 4:37 to go. 92-62. Wow. I mean, it's just been Omaha's night. They're shooting 62% for the field. They haven't scored in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. The Coyotes have hardly cut into this deficit. Stubblefield makes the free throw. 4:37 to play in the Coyotes season. 93-62 is the lead. Make it 94-62. Free throw good for Stubblefield. He makes them both. Coyotes will work ahead. Here's Chase Forte, right side. Grabbed a hold of by Cooper and a foul called. Cooper believes he got pushed off of with the left arm. He's making the left arm chicken wing motion to the officials. They disagree and they call him for the foul. Oh, Kamani Cooper getting some extended minutes here in this one. As Omaha tries to get the recovery started for its players. Free throw good for Chase Forte. Forte has 21 tonight. 23. Second free throw for Forte. It is on the way and good. Chase Forte hits a couple of free throws. Coyotes still pressing on the defense, see if they can get some turnovers. Cooper to Stubblefield. Up ahead to Waddles, 4:25 to go. Waddles works baseline left, wheels back out to Stubblefield. 4:20 to play in the ballgame. Shot fake right side Glover. Steps back. Fires the three. Too strong. Missed everything. Caught out of the air by Ondakane. Ondakane will back his way in. 10 to shoot. Cooper fires to Waddles. Right corner. 3 ball. Back of the rim. No. Rebound Chase Forte. South Dakota basketball. Coyotes down by 30. 4:03 to go. Forte. Left side. Drives in. Stops. Pops the jumper. Too strong. No. Rebound Jay-Sean Glover. We're inside 4 minutes to go. Coyotes get the steal. Chase Forte up with a shot. Blocked away for Stubblefield. By Stubblefield. That's out of play. And that'll take us to a timeout. 3:51 to play in the ballgame. It's Omaha 94, South Dakota 64. This is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
Everything you need for game day. The chips, the dip, the little smokies, and of course, a cold one. Or what was supposed to be a cold one until you remembered your fridge went out 2 days ago. Keeping it local with Coach Murph at Murph's Appliance in Vermilion is your new game plan for a new Maytag refrigerator. Murph's Appliance in Vermilion is your one-stop shop for your game day Maytag essentials. That's Coach Murph at Murph's Appliance in Vermilion, located at 5 West Main Street.
Get the finest one in your neighborhood. Tell them that I love we are.
But it's not just wood at the Lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the Lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the Lumberyard is ready to help. The finest wood in the neighborhood at the Lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermilion.
.351 to play in the ball game. It's 94-64. Omaha with the lead over South Dakota. Coyote basketball at the Summit League tournament brought to us by Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC. 94-64. Mavericks by 30. Into this timeout here. Coyotes just trying to build any kind of momentum. I mean, this game, you can't overcome a 30-point deficit with 4 minutes to go, but South Dakota just has not been able in this game to get any kind of momentum. Every time it feels like they have a chance, Omaha gets a takeaway, a stop, a score, and it's just been the night for Omaha. Tony Osborne's been incredible. Plenty of others have stepped up, but Tony Osborne, big difference in this game. South Dakota basketball, 3:51 to go. A lot of players into the game right now who don't see a lot of minutes for the Mavericks. They're trying to keep their guys rested up for tomorrow. They have Sumari into the game, Cooper, Stubblefield. They'll join Waddles and Jayshon Glover. Javon Hill into the game for the Yotes. He's got 5 points. Here's the pass left side, driving in. Eberwine contested lay-in, missed it. Rebound, Omaha. Mavericks will move ahead. Lance Waddles presses up. Ball knocked away by Eberwine, but recovered by Stubblefield for the Mavericks. 3:34 to go in this one, 94-64. Stubblefield off to Waddles between the circles. Fires left side to Cooper. Cooper back over to the right side. Waddles drives in, floats one up, blocked away by Dre Bullock. Knocked out of the air by Bullock, picked up by Paul Bruns. Fires ahead to Bullock. He'll drive in, up with the right hand, missed it, and he's fouled hard as he hits the deck, sliding into the stanchion, supporting the basketball hoop. So a foul called on Omaha with 3:17 to go. 94-64, Mavericks in front. Omaha trying for their 21st win of the season. That would propel them into the Summit League Tournament Championship tomorrow night. Next semifinal game will come up about 25 minutes after this one. It's North Dakota and St. Thomas. Dre Bullock at the free throw line. And the free throw good for Dre Bullock. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification from Learfield. This is the Coyote Sports Network.
Burgers, wings, cold beer, and more at the Old Lumber Company Vermilion, sponsoring this Coyotes Athletics broadcast on KVHT Vermilion Yankton.
Sebastian Perry's into the game now for Omaha. Lance Waddles exits. Dre Bullock free throw good. 3:17 to go in this one. 94-66 Omaha with a dominating lead over South Dakota. Cooper bounce pass ahead to Stubblefield up the left boundary. Crossover dribble for Stubblefield. Kicks it left. Glover fires the three. Around and out, no. Paul Bruns the rebound. Took some contact from Perry. Able to get the pass to Stewart. Finds Forte in the corner. Three ball, no. Offensive rebound. Paul Bruns back up strong. Got it in a foul. Chance for a three-point play for Paul Bruns. Bruns chance to close the gap a little bit. 2:53 to play. Omaha 94, South Dakota 68. This will put Paul Bruns at the free throw line. He'll shoot one here. So Bruns will toe the line. The senior playing his final game in a Coyote uniform. Began his career at North Dakota. Free throw in and out and no. Came to South Dakota. He spent the last 3 years here. And end of his career, it's been a good career for Paul Bruns. Perry back the other way. Scores for Omaha. 2:39 to play, 96-68. Chase Forte off to Max Burchill. Shot fake, drives in, kicks corner right. Paul Bruns for three, got it. Bruns buries a three. Couple of threes for Paul Bruns tonight. 2:20 to go in the ball game. It's 96-71, Omaha leading South Dakota. Kamani Cooper works to the right, fires over to Grant Stubblefield. Bounce pass will go inside. Sumari, his pass deflected, taken away by the Yotes. 2 minutes to go. Lob pass to Burchill, up with a right-hand layup, no, but a foul called. 2:03 to play in the ball game. Burchill will go to the free throw line. 96-71. Omaha with the lead. Not the way you wanted to see the Yotes season end. They just got off to such a slow start in this game. Never able to recover. Free throw miss for Max Burchill. And unfortunately, that's just going to be the story of this one. Max Burchill, first free throw missed. Second one, in and out. Rebound Omaha. Max, an excellent free throw shooter, but missed them both there. 2 minutes to go. Jayshon Glover works up the left side. Timeout taken by Omaha with 1:56 to play in the ball game. So the Mavericks take a timeout. Got to provide a stoppage in play here. We'll keep it right here. Old Lumber Company Grill and Bar, make it your pre- and post-game headquarters. Great food, drinks, arcade games, all of your favorite sports on multiple TVs. It's also home of the Coyote Report Radio Coaches Show. Interviews with Eric Peterson and Kerry Amy. Our final show of the season will be Monday night. Join us at the Old Lumber Company Grill and Bar, downtown Vermilion. You can also tune in on the Coyote Sports Network. Remind you all of our broadcasts, not only on the radio, but available on the Varsity Network app as well. Create an account on the Varsity Network app. Favorite South Dakota, and every time that a Coyote broadcast starts, men's basketball, women's basketball, Coyote Report, football, every time you'll get an alert that the broadcast is underway. 1:56 to go on the ball game. Omaha leads 96-71. Extended timeout is the last media timeout. It always comes at the coach-called timeout. This is the first timeout taken by the coaches here in the second half. So 96-71 is the lead for Omaha. Mavericks have shot the ball today at 59%. Shot 65% in the first half, 51% so far in the second half. South Dakota just never got it going. 26% in the first half, nearly 40% in the second half, 34% for the ball game right now. Mavericks will play tomorrow night against either St. Thomas or North Dakota. The importance of the win tonight for Omaha. If St. Thomas wins tonight, they're ineligible still for the NCAA tournament. So Omaha would punch its ticket into the summit or into the NCAA tournament if the Tommies win tonight. Because now the Summit League does that. When you have a team that's ineligible like St. Thomas, they don't take whoever goes to the Summit League championship game and were to lose to St. Thomas. They go back to the regular season standings. So Omaha always had a chance to make it into the tournament, even if they lost along the way. But at least with this, they kind of control their way here. Cooper drives in, shot blocked away, and a foul call. 1:45 to go in this one. That's a foul on Max Burchell. That's his fifth. So that foul will end the career for Max Burchell in a Coyote uniform. 6 seniors for South Dakota this year. Max Burchell is the only one who has spent his entire career at South Dakota. He's a Sioux Falls native. He's going off. Reality is settling in for Max Burchell. Coyote fans applaud him, and rightfully so. What a career. Player who could certainly score it, but that's your Bulldog player, Max Burchell. He fights and fights and fights. Coyotes will make other changes. Chase Forte's off. Caleb Stewart's off. Paul Bruns, Trey Bullock. They'll make their way off of the floor for the final time in a Coyote uniform. Jalen Hayes into the game. Mayum Boom, Ashton Smith, Shea Eberwine, and Javon Hill. Tough way to end it for the Yotes. 1:45 to play. Free throw good for Cooper. 98-71. Shea Eberwine will move ahead. Coyotes fought yesterday, battled back, won a game, thrilling fashion. Hope maybe that would propel him into a great performance tonight. The Coyotes just did not have it offensively here tonight against the Mavericks. Here's Javon Hill, leaps into the air, off to Boom. He'll rock the three. Boom, front of the rim. No. Rebound pulled down by Omaha. First three-point attempt for the season of Mayum Boom. 1:10 to go. 98-71. Coyotes will end their year 19-14. Here's a lob pass inside. Fumbled for a moment. Shot up good. Newly checked in Lincoln Palbiki. And that caused the bench to erupt. 100-71 and a foul called on Omaha. They'll get Sebastian Perry. And Palbiki just flexed to his bench from across the floor. 49 seconds to go. Shea Eberwine at the free throw line for South Dakota. Free throw good. 49 seconds left. 100-72. Monday night, we'll be at the Coyote Report Old Lumber Company Grill and Bar. We'll talk to Kerry Amy and Coach Eric Peterson. Recap the seasons for the two teams. Look ahead to the off season for both of these teams. Jump ball called and possession arrow Omaha. 48 seconds to go. Coyotes still full court pressing against the Mavericks. Stubblefield pass ahead. They're into the front court. Perry. He'll stop. Pops the three. Left wing. Back of the rim. No. Ashton Smith knocked it over to Mayom Boom. Coyotes get the rebound. 33 seconds to go. Boom. Watson three. Got it! Mayom Boom with his first three-pointer of the season. Meatballs. Boom. Drills it from long range. Half minute to go. Isaac Bruns will now come into the game for Mayom Boom. The senior will exit for the Yotes. Began his career at Emporia State. Came to South Dakota. He's been the epitome of a teammate. Mayom Boom. Hasn't always got the minutes, but he works hard. I'm telling you. He's in the gym shooting all the time. Isaac Bruns into the game. They're not going to ask him to do anything. They've got all the seniors out. They just want Omaha to get into the front court and pretty much run this thing out. Isaac Bruns spent most of this half with his ankle wrapped. He's limping around out there. Omaha just going to milk the clock here, and they're going to go to the Summit League Tournament Championship. They could shoot it. They could take a shot clock violation. Eric Peterson and Chris Crutchfield are already shaking hands at the half-court line. Coaching staff, the players shaking hands, and that's it. Technically a shot clock violation, but it would have left .2, and the ball game is over. South Dakota's season has come to an end. Omaha is on to the Summit League Tournament Championship. The Mavericks beat South Dakota 100-75, and Omaha will play for a Summit League Tournament Championship. 100-75, our final score. Postgame show. Coming up next, this is South Dakota Coyote basketball from Learfield.
What would you do with more? More firsts and experiences. More space and memories. More impressions and travel. More handshakes and open doors.